And welcome back to SA Sports Show. I'm Greg Anderson and Barry. It's our favourite segment, the Southern Footy League. But there's not much to talk about the Cove.
The Cobras?
Oh,
no. Well,
makes me sweaty. I've looked at the scores. I've looked at the table. All not good there. But we got Craig along to tell us more about the season. They got the. It's welcome, firstly.
Yes, thanks for having me.
The top boys are doing very, very well, aren't they? You know, the big clubs are doing very well, and the other ones down the bottom have been struggling the last few weeks.
Yeah, it's that time of the year, and of course, everyone's waiting for the season to finish so they can get into the finals.
We love that part of it, don't we? Yeah.
Well, it's a bit like that in the AFL too, isn't it?
Yeah.
But they're a bit closer game-wise. But look, some interesting results. Christie's again too good for Happy Valley. Flagstaff against your boys, the Cove.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about a shining light for the Cove.
There's a shining light, yes.
Shining light. Get beat by 18 goals and there's a shining light.
There is a shining light.
Yeah, but not for the men.
Not for the men.
Not for the men.
That's right, the girls.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. No longer far too good for Aldinga. And, of course, our match of the round, the broadcast game, was Port Noarlunga versus Morphettvale. That was a closer game than a lot of people would read in the scores. Port Noarlunga down to no bench after half time, so they had a few injuries. Yep. So it was a good win for them to hang on and hold off Morphettvale.
All those sides are in good nick. Those top four sides are really starting to exert a bit of authority.
And that's what I was just going to say, because when you start talking finals in a couple of weeks' time, you're talking there's four sides, or really five sides, that are powerful at the moment.
Yep.
And, I mean, obviously,
and they've got to play
the standouts, obviously, at the moment. But those other four sides, wow, there's going to be some cracking finals games coming up.
Yeah, and over the next few weeks, those sides will be playing against each other.
How many rounds have we got?
We've got three.
We've got 3 rounds. And these guys will be, they will be. They'll be playing against each other as well. So really, it's a great lead into finals to have that happen anyway, isn't it?
Oh, yeah,
You'd rather play
so
a couple of the boys up top there than the two bottom sides in that run in. So that's good. That sets up for a great final series, because as Ando said, they're in good form. That top side.
Noarlunga,
Aldinga, 1 goal.
Yeah.
I mean, Aldinga have been playing pretty well, although not winning. They've been competitive.
And Christie's been good all year.
They have.
So you throw that in the hat of 4 or 5.
They could be a bit of a dark horse, Christie's. I think not this week, the following week, they take on Flagstaff Hill. So that will be an interesting game. Because
my side?
Is that right?
Flaggies,
You
Which side this week?
Where will I jump?
Well, you're a Cove coach. You can't just jump onto another club. Come on.
Well, I live near Flagstaff Hill, so...
Well, you coach...
Yeah, but that's the golf course.
And Happy Valley. That's true.
But I was just going to say, this week's game between Porties and Ranella, that's a cracker. What an important game for both clubs.
Oh, it is.
Oh, wow.
Again, Ranella want to hold on to that 5th spot. That'll be our broadcast game from Tribe FM. And, of course, it's our White Ribbon round as well for violence against women.
They can't really lose 5th spot, Ranella.
No, they can't. Not unless Happy Valley win their last 3 games.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And then it'll come down to percentage, and Ranella got a better percentage. So your 5 is probably set, but the top two or three spots...
Happy Valley played well last week. I mean, there's probably no reason why they couldn't win the last few games.
I just think they're not as... Happy Valley are in that situation where they're just a fraction below the 4 above them. They're not in that league.
Ranella's probably... is probably very close to Happy Valley in the way of,
but they've got away from them. They're
only by a game, two games. They got them this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have got them this week.
Is it Ranella?
No, they haven't. No, it's Port Noarlunga.
The
Happy
following
Valley
week,
got
Ranella.
So I was just trying to work it out, and I actually thought this round now you can actually grab and only be 1 game behind for that 5th spot.
Well,
so
I think you're a lunatic.
Yeah.
Well,
but we both coach Cove, so...
yeah, that's right. We're not talking about them, mate.
Well, in saying that, Happy Valley played Morphettvale this week. Now,
That's right.
Morphettvale picked up some injuries as well from last week's game. And it's been played at Happy Valley, so there's one. I think the week after that, they play Ranella.
Yep.
Ranella lose to Port Noarlunga. All of a sudden, there's only 1 game in it.
It's down to the last game.
It's down to the last game.
So that's footy for you, Baz. That's why we love it so much. We love it.
Yeah, we do.
That's it.
Yeah, we do.
But on the bright side...
This is fantastic news.
As we mentioned last week...
And I played a pretty important role in this.
Played nothing of it. 0.
Didn't I?
Why'd you go and turn the lights on?
Didn't I? Didn't I do
No,
anything?
as we mentioned last week,
good on
they had the new lights down there at the Cove Footy Club. First ever women's game under lights, 4 premiership points played between
About
Cove.
1,000, I reckon there was. Yeah, I got told
huge
that.
crowd.
Yeah, over 1,000 people there.
Cobras.
Yeah, whinings were good right up until probably the last 2 or 3 minutes.
So, cracking game.
Cracking game, and the Cove girls got over the line, and they needed to because that puts them into the top 4. Brunella was sitting in second spot, so it's nice for them to win, but great for the Cove Footy Club because they've had a bit of a
tough year.
a struggling year. But the girls are doing the business.
Now, last week, did Phil and I discuss this game? We discussed this game, and we might have had a few shekels on it between the two of us. And this is the reason why he's not here tonight.
Was he paid up?
No, he's not here. He's disappeared.
Yeah, you know he's lying.
With my cash.
Yeah.
My money. He's gone. So him being a wine fly, of course, he reckoned they'd beat the Cobras at
is that
Park on a
right?
Friday night.
Yeah, on Friday night.
Which never happened.
No.
The girls, our girls.
Yeah, our girls all of a sudden.
Our
Our girls all of a sudden.
Had a win.
Yeah.
It was good. No, I've got to say, congratulations to all and sundry down there.
And the lighting?
Terrific. They've got the new LED lights.
Okay,
so...
The whole facility down there is outstanding. What the council have done down there is fantastic.
Yeah. Whole new kitchen and everything else, new club, new carpet and everything. It's looking $1 million.
Yeah, and the season so far, you've been happy with it. I know because you have a lot of, there's country commitments with
country
association sides. So
Yep.
got ones from Kangaroo Island.
Been busy.
So it's been a really busy year, and now it looks like it's going to be an absolutely outstanding finals campaign.
And before that, this weekend, of course, we start our Lightning Carnivals for all of our minis.
Oh, right.
So we've got all our mini league under 8s out on Sunday morning, playing through a Lightning Carnival scenario. Wow. Then the following week we've got our under 10s. Then the following week we've got our under 12s.
Wow.
Because we used to have, and going back 5 or 6 years ago, we used to have 8s, 10s and 12s all on one day.
Yep.
But with the amount of sides that we've got now, we've got to give each age group their own Lightning Carnival day.
So
they're massive.
That's great. That is good for the comp.
And again, first one for the under 8s is at the Cove Footy Club.
Good for the comp.
And what Aldinga's point of view? I mean, I know they're struggling at the top end. I mean, the growth is really happening in their, the juniors and their minis, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Lots of numbers.
I went out and umpired a game on Saturday. The Aldinga under 13s.
Okay. Yep.
Took on Noarlunga. Noarlunga and got over the line.
On your
That's
own?
what it's about.
No, there was 2 of us.
Two umpires?
Yeah.
I was going to say
one eye for him, one eye for me.
Yeah, I was going to say,
And they weren't black and white.
Unless you were riding a Suzuki.
I might stop that just here. Thanks very much for coming in. And like I said, it's been a wonderful year so far, and how it's all coming together, it's going to be fantastic, and such important weeks ahead as well for some of the teams. So,
yeah, very much so.
Yeah, it's great. So thanks very much,
mate.
and we're back after the break.
Good luck, mate.